All right, Giants fans, happy Monday. Let's get into it. Primetime games are not fun. They're not fun for me at all, especially a guy like me who has to get up every morning at the crack of dawn to get ready for work, to get the kids ready to go to my in-laws so they can be watched all day while mommy and daddy are at work. So it stinks. I hate primetime games. Never really liked them as a kid because I always had to get up early for work the next day. But it stinks. Win or lose, it stinks. It stinks when you win on primetime because you're not going to get much sleep. I know personally offhand when the Giants do win primetime games, not very often, but when they do, I have a lot of adrenaline going through my body. I'm excited. I like to rewatch the highlights, watch the press conferences of the players and coaches. So I never really get to fall asleep early, even when they win. And of course, when they lose, like in a fashion that they lost last night, you're just disappointed, depressed, upset, and just frustrated. So I didn't get much sleep last night, and it shows, which is why I have my glasses on. My eyes are very tired looking. But let's get into it. Tough loss last night. 14-9 was the final. Bills taking the W over the Giants. Giants are 1-5. And they play the Washington Commanders at home, 1 o'clock. First 1 o'clock home game of the year against a divisional foe. Giants are 1-5. The season looks very bleak. I think the season is over. I said that a couple weeks ago after the Seattle loss. The season is over. Doesn't matter how easy our schedule looks now. Last night was the opportunity to win and potentially go on a nice little run with the schedule becoming a little bit favorable in our favor. But that was not the case. Giants suffered a loss. They lost by 1 yard. So let's get into it. Did not expect the game to be this close. Josh Allen did not play well at all. The Giants defense played really well. Bobby Okereke and Micah McFadden were all over the ball last night. Deonte Banks had a pretty good game. The D-line still non-existent. Kayvon Thibodeau, Lawrence. Don't know where these guys have been, but they're not fucking producing, and it's driving me fucking insane. More on that later. But all in all, defense played well. The offense, as usual, fucking putrid. 13 quarters now since we have last scored an offensive touchdown. That dates back to about, I believe, the third quarter in the Niners game. What can you say? The offense sucks. Doesn't really matter who's quarterbacking. No difference. Whether it's Jones or Taylor, the offense cannot fucking score points, and that is a fucking problem. Two key instances where the Giants had an opportunity to take a commanding lead and the win. First, the last play in the first half, Tyrod Taylor thought he had enough time to run a play and then spike it. However, that was not the case. He did audible out of the pass to a run, which the Bills stuffed, as they seem to do all game long. Besides a few big runs by Barkley late in the fourth, for the most part, the Bills shut down the Giants' running game, which was a horrible idea by Tyrod Taylor. You got to know in that situation, no timeouts. You got to throw it fucking in the end zone. Then this leaves us to the last play of the game. Now, we were driving. Tyrod Taylor made some nice check down throws. We were driving. We got to the 10-yard line with 5 seconds left. That would give us two plays, two shots at the end zone. The first shot, Tyrod Taylor overthrew, but it was a pass interference on the Bills, so we got another chance. You don't get many chances in life. You don't get many chances in the NFL. So for us to have another opportunity to win the game was great, but we did not take advantage of that as Tyrod Taylor threw a little bit too high to Darren Waller. Yes, it was pass interference, but there was no way in hell the refs were going to call two in a row. They gave us another chance. They were not going to give us a third. Bad fucking play calling all around. Kafka needs to give up his fucking duties. He is awful. But even though we scored 9 points, we didn't give up much sacks, and credit to Tyrod Taylor. I think he does a really good job at recognizing pressure, His pocket awareness was very good last night for not starting in a game for a while. Very good. It looked like he's been starting for a couple games now. So for his first start in a couple years, very good to see how he performed. Decent stats, decent passing stats. No turnovers. I think we only got sacked 3 times. So definitely progress from the last couple weeks. Now, people are going to want to say, oh, man, Tyrod Taylor is definitely got to take over the starting quarterback duties. Not so fast. Daniel Jones is still the better quarterback. He's still more talented. Tyrod Taylor just didn't get enough pressure. Whether he knows what he's doing more in the pocket awareness, he is familiar with this offense, using it in Buffalo for a while. He's more familiar with this offense than Daniel Jones has been. Jones is only in his second year. I believe Taylor's been with this offense in Buffalo for about 4 to 5 years. So he knows what he's doing. He has really good pocket awareness. He has a nice little touch on his deep ball. He had a nice little 20-yard throws to Slayton, couple to Waller. He did well for being a backup quarterback. And I will admit, there was really no significant drop-off between Daniel Jones and Tyrod Taylor. Usually when the starting quarterback is out and the backup has to play, it's usually a starting quarterback and then it drops down to low. They were kind of neck and neck, which says a lot for Taylor still, being a little savvy vet, 13 years in the league. He still can throw the ball around, which is nice to see. I like him as a player. I like him as a backup quarterback. He didn't get hurt, which I was surprised. But Daniel Jones is the starter. He is more talented. I think all the hits that Jones took has been getting taken. All the hits he's been getting hit by. I'm fumbling my words. I don't know what to say as of this point. I'm just fucking angry at how we lost that game. I think all the hits that Jones has taken so far this year has taken a toll on him physically as well mentally. Tyrod Taylor has not experienced that yet. So I think that was a plus for Tyrod Taylor, the ability to play with a free conscience, a free mind, and just go out there and have fun and see what happens. Like I said in my video last night, I wish we were able to sling the ball more. Jalen Hyatt needs more offensive snaps. He needs more targets. He's a very talented player. There's no excuse why we can't give him the fucking ball. I'm not really in favor of Mike Kafka's play calling. If he wants a shot as a head coach, that ain't going to happen this offseason. That's for damn sure. But all in all, disappointing loss. We had so many opportunities to win that game last night, and we just didn't get it done. But that's all I got for you guys today. The recap, 14-9 was the final. We're 1-5. Got a divisional game coming up against the Commanders. Big win. We need that. We need a win. We need a win going forward. I'm torn though. I mean, part of me, I know we need a new quarterback. Daniel Jones probably is not the guy going forward with this team, but it's very hard for me to root against the Giants. They are my fucking love. I love this team, even when they fucking suck. Even though they don't give me any love in return, I love this team too much to be rooting against them. So I may say the devil on my one side says tank, tank, tank. But the angel on me says, fuck him, fuck them, fuck the haters. You root for your team to win every given Sunday. But, we'll go from there, take it one day at a time. Maybe we can go on a run. Our schedule looks very favorable coming up. We got some easy games coming up. We could definitely go on a run. We definitely need to get our guys back on the O-line healthy. We need Andrew Thomas back. We need John Michael Schmitz Jr. back. And we need to get healthy. But that's all I got for you guys today. Enjoy your Monday. Let's go Giants.